second attempt at this video. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go in, I'm going to finish my eyes up and show you guys some weird things that I do. I always put a pencil eyeliner on my lower lash line. I don't put it in the waterline because I don't care what kind of eyeliner it is. That's always going to cause me some irritation. So I don't do that. I just do a pencil eyeliner and then I'll show you like how I do it. And then on this one, I'm actually going to do like a winged liquid eyeliner, but on this one, I think I'm just going to do purple all the way around. So we'll get started. And this is a brown pencil. Obviously, you can do whatever you want to do. I've got an entire rainbow of eyeliners. It's my favorite. And I'm out of breath, man. It's because I was running around my house a little bit. But I've got a range of eyeliners because I think eyeliners are super fun. And if I don't have time to do my eyes, I will always put on eyeliner and mascara. I don't think my eyes look complete, I guess, without eyeliner and mascara. So if I don't have time to put on eyeshadow, I'm still going to do eyeliner and mascara. If I don't have time to do my face, I'm still going to put on eyeliner, mascara, and probably some kind of lip. So anyways, I'm going to try to do this. I may have to look up here in my mirror because I don't know. That's probably not close enough for me to get in there really good. Anyways, so kind of pat that out a little bit. All right. So I go a little bit up. Well, hang on. Got to warm it up a little bit. Okay. Just on my hand. I'm going to go up just a little bit. Now think about it. We're extending everything. Okay. That's how you get open, bright, make your eyes look bigger than they already are. So I'm just going to put this on like this. And I don't worry about getting it super even at first. Because I am always going to take a little teeny tiny brush like this. And before it like sets and dries down, because not all, but some eyeliners are like waterproof. Before it actually sets, I'm going to run over it a little bit and just make sure that it's kind of like blended a little bit. I mean, not really blended, but I don't know. I just like doing that. And a lot of times, like, I'll see people, and I am never judging anybody's makeup, like, not at all. But sometimes I'm just like, I just want to take my little brush and just go, and that's it. So anyways, this is my liquid liner. And this is rough. Like, this is not an easy process. It took me probably years to get, like, a good wing with liquid eyeliner. This is not necessary at all. None of this is necessary. But if you want to do liquid eyeliner, you have to practice and practice and practice and practice and practice. Like, every day for years. I used to never do this at all. I kind of prided myself on not using liquid eyeliner. But once I finally got it, I was like, oh yeah. So anyways, I start in the inner corner, and I'll go out and draw my line because that's kind of the easy part. And then I'll flick it out a little bit, and then I'll turn my pen this way to where the point is out. And then I'll bring it in and kind of connect what I've done. So I hope that's a good way to explain what I'm doing before I do it, because when I start doing this, I don't know how that's going to go. And if you can hear something buzzing, that's my neighbor who flies around our neighborhood. It's called paramotor gliding. He literally straps an engine to his back like a backpack and has a parachute, and he flies around. It's so cool. So anyways, I'm gonna start this. So I'm just starting in the inner corner, and I don't actually drag it. I kind of just stamp. And I think that kind of controls it. Maybe a little bit more. I don't know. And then if it gets a little weird, you know, you can go back and kind of correct it a little bit. You know, make it a little bit bigger if you do something weird. So just kind of going out a little bit. And then I'll kind of go meet the lower corner of my lash line. And if you remember with the lower eyelid, I kind of went out a little bit. That's to keep it all kind of in the same line. So I'm going to kind of smooth this out a little bit. And sometimes depending on the shimmer that you have on, and sometimes you don't even do shimmer at all. You can do a fully matte. You could do this look without the shimmer if you wanted to. But sometimes if you got a shimmer on there, it won't cover the shimmer, you know, in like one stroke. So you can go back in and go over it to cover up that shimmer if you want it as graphic as possible. So this is when I'm gonna go up like this, and I'm just gonna kind of stamp and drag it down and just kind of fill in any part of that triangle that I need to. And sometimes it's super great and I do it right the first time, and sometimes it's not, and sometimes it doesn't turn out the way I want it to. But you know, it's just makeup, man. It's just makeup. Like, nobody cares, and if they do care, that's their problem. So I'm just gonna make that just a little bit bigger. Okay, see? Whoo, that's like not too bad. I've done worse. Okay, so that's that eye. And then my other eye is gonna be a lot easier because I'm just gonna take, oh my gosh, I hope this is sharpened, because if I have to waste time doing that, that's stupid. Okay, so this is just a purple, like a dark purple eyeliner, okay? And I'm just gonna do the exact same things. I'm gonna start on the bottom, but then I'm just gonna go up and around and just have like one color, okay? Well, move this over because I'm afraid I'm gonna like get out of frame when I go over here. Maybe not that way. So I'm just extending that out a little bit. There's no gaps. You don't want any gaps. That's weird. Although sometimes when my allergies are bothering me, this little area will start to water and I'll have a big gap and it looks crazy. And I just walk around all day like that because I don't care. Once it's done, it's done. I'm not redoing it. Okay, so now that I've got that part done, I'm gonna go ahead and just take it up and around up here. Now, this shimmer up here gets a little crazy. And you see sometimes it gets on your eyeliner. You just keep wiping it off. I'm literally wiping it off on my hand, guys. I'm gonna wash my hands when I'm done. I shouldn't have to tell you guys to wash your hands. And this probably isn't gonna show up too much on top of that shimmer, but you know, it does enhance the lash line a little bit, and it just helps keep everything like concise. Like, yes, it's a crazy look, but it makes sense because everything kind of ties together, or at least that's what I tell myself. Okay, I'm about need to sharpen it, so I'm trying not to stab myself with a pencil. Okay, that's that. Here comes Rex, guys. Hey, buddy, what are you doing? I'm almost done, okay? I'll come in there and play with you when I'm done. Okay, so I'm gonna do mascara now. Go in. Da-da-da-da-da. Some people don't like to do lower lash line mascara, and I do because my lashes will collect, you know, like powder and not look black, and it's just weird. And again, with like the cohesion of everything, I just think it looks better, but some people don't like to. And that's okay. You know what? Everything's okay because it's just makeup and nobody cares. But I like it. So get that on there. Okay. Oops. You see that? We're going to take care of that later. No big deal. That's like an everyday thing for me. Oh my gosh, it's crazy. I get mascara all over the place, and then I've got to go back and clean it up. Okay. Just going to kind of make sure, and I go back. Make sure everything is like really good and coated with mascara. I, as a rule, do not use fake eyelashes because I have, like, I'm proud of my eyelashes. They're pretty decent. And all that lash glue and stuff can ruin them. So I don't want to ruin what I've already got. So I just use mascara. So I don't use fake eyelashes at all, ever, never have. I think I put on fake eyelashes one time for a costume. Okay, so I'm gonna do my upper eyelid, and I spend a lot of time on my mascara. And I don't just like fluff it on, I'm actually like shaping my eyelashes. So in the outer corner, I'll make sure that these are really good and coated and smoothed out. I kind of go down and then I push them back up. And I make sure that they're really coated on the outside because that's going to draw your eye, you know, out, just like the eyeliner and all that contrast does. So I spend a lot of time on mascara. So I'm going to put this on like this. And I do a lot of coats. So you're going to see me go back and forth. Back and forth. So there's one coat. And I like this mascara. This is L'Oreal Panorama. There's also one that's called Extensionist. That one is so good. This tube's almost done, and I've got one of those like ready and waiting for me. So same thing over here. I'm going in and making sure I get those outside lashes going down, pushing them up. So I don't curl my eyelashes either. If your eyelashes like stick straight up or like straight out, you need to curl them. But my eyelashes actually have curl to them. So that's another step that I don't find it necessary to do, because actually if I curl my eyelashes, they go back and hit my my eyelids, and I don't like that. So I'm going to go back and do another coat. Kind of the same steps, but I always think the first coat is kind of like to shape the eyelashes. And then the second coat like builds the volume. Sorry, I'm having a hard time like getting at the right angle here. The second coat really is going to build them up. And I always think that mascara is like kind of hard to see. Like when I watch like makeup tutorials, I feel like mascara is kind of hard to see on camera, but you guys know what my eyelashes look like. And generally, it's not one particular mascara. There's plenty of mascaras that I love and plenty of mascaras that have not worked out well for me over the years, but I really enjoy trying new products. So anytime there's something new, like, buddy, I'm on it, especially mascara. I love it. Okay, so I'm going to let that dry down just for a little bit, but we're not even done with mascara yet. But this is probably the craziest thing that I do. I take a Q-tip and some eye makeup remover, and I've got some eyeliner on my hand, but I take a Q-tip and I put a little bit of eye makeup remover on it. And I'm going to clean up my eyebrows, because in all of that foundation, eyeshadow, everything, like, I don't know if you can see it or not, but like my eyebrows have all this makeup caked in them. And I have never once touched my eyebrows with a pencil or eyebrow stuff, because I'm more about hair removal than I am adding it. So if you're here for an eyebrow tutorial, you're going to have to ask God on that one. So anyways, but I have to go in and clean them up because they're kind of crusty, dusty looking right now. So I just take this and I smooth it over my eyebrows. And it just kind of gets all that makeup, you know, like loosened up to remove it. And then I'm going to take the dry side and go back over it again, you know, just to make sure that, you know, I'm not walking around with wet, greasy eyebrows. Weird. Okay, so, and yes, this does affect the makeup underneath. So what I do is I go back to the very first brush I started with, and I'll kind of go over just the eyeshadow portion when I'm done. Just to make sure that it's, you know, still in place. Because, sorry, I'm not good enough to not have to fix mistakes every single day of my life. So then I'll take with the eye makeup remover and I'm going to run it over my hand to get rid of those, to get rid of that eyeliner swatches. Because sometimes, like I said, eyeliners are like waterproof and they won't easily like come off with just soap. And then also what I'll do is I'll kind of run this along the dry end, like kind of around, just in case I got any little mascara flakes, you know, like under my eyes or anything. And I'll go over it because I feel like I don't have a lot of room between my eyelashes and like my eyelid skin. So I always consistently every single day of my life get mascara here. But if you let it dry for just a second, it's like super easy to wipe away and it's not going to like move around your eyeshadow. I'm looking for my brush. Where is it? Like I just had it in my hand and now it's gone. It's still in my hand. Okay. So I'm just going to go in with it and just kind of clean it up a little bit. And I will kind of smooth down my eyebrows. I should probably get like some clear brow gel or something because sometimes my eyebrows just like get all over the place. And then like if somebody takes a picture, I got like these really janky eyebrows. I'm like, girl, get you some brow gel and like tame those things. But anyways, where I got this little smudge right here, it should be dry now. I'm just going to kind of wipe it away. If you let it dry, mascara, if you let it dry, it's pretty easy to wipe away. And then I kind of got a little smudge down there. So I'm just going to take that brush and kind of do that. And then I'm going to go back with my beauty blender. It's not a beauty blender. It's just a sponge. And go back here to just kind of make it look good again. Okay, now, I said I wasn't done with mascara. Now that that's dried for a minute, I'm going to go back in. And this is where I think the eyes really come out with mascara. I've let that dry for just a second, and now I'm going to go back and do it all over again. And I think this is like the secret sauce for getting like your eyelashes to be really big. I just love mascara so much. Like I said, if I don't have on anything else, I'm going to put on mascara and hopefully like eyeliner. Okay. And sometimes just like doing that will just clump them together and then they don't look very good. Sometimes you can fix it and sometimes you can't. But I just kind of keep going over it and I make sure to push my eyelashes up while I do this. And sometimes I'll go this way, push them up again, and then eventually I'll be satisfied, I promise. But part of it is this mascara. This mascara is about done, so it's not performing as well, but like it's still good enough to use for a little longer. Like, see how chunky that is? Don't panic. Don't panic. just kind of keep going over it. And sometimes you just gotta leave it. Like, it is what it is. If you got a mascara clump in your eye, like, who cares? Seriously. So. All right. There. Okay, I'm done. That's it. Little janky eyebrow. I mean, like, this would be cool if I had, like, my hair fixed and everything. I'm going to put some lipstick on. Two different eye looks. One super colorful, weird craziness. One more like normal, what I would do if I actually cared about impressing people, but we all know that's not it. But yeah, that's my makeup. Let me know what y'all think.